Good evening. My name is Samuel Wynn. This is Human Communications 1100. Today we're talking about the transmission model of communication, and I'm using the text message as an example of the transmission model of communication and how it's used to relay information. The first text message was sent in 1992, and it was sent in the UK. It was from one person to another, and it was to wish Merry Christmas. So initially, from the early beginning and up until the early 2000s, it was basically used as personal communication between people to relay, personal messages. Now texting is used a little bit different. It also includes weather alerts, amber alerts, some public safety concerns. It could be anything from receipts that we get is all through text messaging. And it's a good example of the transmission model of communication. Um, the transmission model of communication basically has a sender, and the receiver doesn't necessarily know if the message had been actually received or not. The sender is assuming as long as the message has been transmitted properly, and in our case, text messaging, it would be cell towers, or as long as the FCC, um, is still up and running, and there isn't anything wrong with the transmission line, then they assume that you would get the text message, and sometimes they could actually get a delivery port to see whether or not the text message was actually delivered. And I know with the Apple products, with the iPhone, that it is possible to actually get a read report. So text messaging has come a long way. I know the kids at school, I get texts from my daughter's school for concerns with the weather. Here recently, it's been with the snow days and other concerns that they have at the school. So they send through text message. As I mentioned in our discussion with the class, that I remember a time when we didn't have text messages, and it was a phone call. And but now it's almost impossible to imagine the time and the message delivery system without the text message. So again, the transmission model is a perfect example of the text message system, because again, it's a one-way delivery process. A text is sent out, and as long as your phone is charged, and as long as there are no problems with the lines and the communication system, cell towers, that they assume that you should get it. Again, my name is Samuel Wynn, and it's Human Communications 1100. Thank you.